We continue with the numericals of impulse and change in momentum. Write down the next numerical. A shell of mass, shell SHELL, a shell of mass 0.02 kg, 0.02 kg is fired by a gun of mass 100 kg. So mass of the shell is mass of the gun is 100 kg, is fired by a gun of mass 100 kg. The muzzle speed, muzzle is MUZZL. The muzzle speed of the shell is 80 meters per second. So the speed of the shell, it goes with such a high speed. Okay, it's like a bullet they are speaking about. Find recoil speed of the gun. So they want you to find out the recoil speed of the gun. This is the question. Here initial speed, because both is stationary with the person who is firing, so initial speeds are 0 in both the cases. Let us write it down. So US is 0 and UG is also 0. Now we know momentum before collision is equal to momentum after collision. Equal to momentum after collision. Now momentum before collision is for the complete system. Please try and understand. Here the system is shell and gun together is the system. Okay, so momentum of the shell and momentum of the gun together is the momentum of the system. So here this is the total momentum before collision. This full system, you have to take the whole system. Now here also momentum of the gun and momentum of the shell. This is 0 because initial momentums were 0, initial velocities were 0. 0, I'll just write once, it doesn't matter. Here into Vg, we solve this. If we solve this, we will get this is 1.6. So if we take it on the other side, it will be minus 1.6. So you will get this is multiplication. So you will get this to be minus 0.016 meter per second. Okay, this is the answer you will get. So the muzzle speed of the gun is very less because it's very heavy, so it will not go back much. Okay, so this is a very simple example where we discuss before collision and after collision. Okay, so basically this is a collision example more than an impulse example. They have not asked us the impulse. Okay, now we go for another example of momentum where there are angles involved. Okay, so please write down the example. A ball moving with momentum 15 kg meter per second. A ball is moving with the momentum 15 kg meter per second. Strikes against a wall at 60-degree angle and is reflected at the same angle with its initial speed. Means no energy is lost, it is coming back with the same angle, same speed, and is reflected at the same angle with same initial speed. You have to find the impulse. Okay, so now let us look at the problem. First we will draw. Okay, this is the wall, this is the ball coming. The ball is coming with this momentum. It strikes at 60 degree, so it's not returned with the vertical, so we will take horizontal angle only. So by default it's horizontal, so it is 60 degree, and it recoils or reflects, so it's going back with the same angle. Okay, now here is the trick of the problem. If we draw the diagram, we get it right. Okay, that whenever it is recoiling, it is 60 degree. Okay, so whenever momentum is a vector quantity. Okay, here also it is the same 15. This is initial, this is final. This is also 15 kg meter per second. Both are the same. So now here angle is also the same. Mass is not going to change. So now here only the directions are different. Here it's a vector. Momentum is a vector and it has an angle. Whenever a vector has an angle, it has two components. Always remember this. Vector with an angle has two components. We have done it earlier. Okay. Let us draw the components. Okay. So which are the components, or we can keep it as a straight line only. This is, we will remove this and divide it into components. So this component is the upper component, which is 15 components of momentum. 15 sine of 60 degree, and this will become 15 cos 60 degree. So this is the component of this initial vector. Now the final vector component, again the same, 15 cos 60, but this will go down. Here x-axis is the same because nothing is here in the wall, but here if you draw these components, it is this way. So this is going down, 15. Now this momentum is divided into two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Okay. The thing is that the change in momentum is along the x and change in momentum is along the y, both. Okay. So first let us consider the x-axis change in momentum. Okay. So if we take x-axis and take the change in momentum, what it will be? Both of them are going in the same direction. If both of them are going in the same direction, you are going to add the vectors. So it is 15 cos 60 plus 15 cos 60 plus 15 cos 60. This is cos 60 is half. So it is basically give us 7.5 plus 7.5, that is 15 kg meter per second. Okay. Now let us talk about the momentum along y-axis. Okay. So change in momentum along y-axis. Here the thing is that one is going up and another is going down. So so they are going to cancel each other. This is 0. So what is the change in momentum? Changes momentum is only with the x-axis. It has nothing to do with the y-axis. So this is one of the examples of change in momentum at an angle. Okay, if you are given at an angle, this is how you have to resolve it further. Okay, so these are basically 2 videos which give you the idea about the impulse and the change in momentum examples. Now further we will go for the Newton's second law of motion examples, which will be done in the videos on some other day.